8 most common car stereotypes. What's up, everyone? You might have noticed that the more you drive, the more patterns you see on the road. Everyone with at least 2 months spent behind the wheel sees them, and some of them are so common that they've become stereotypes. It's not the car's fault, but some cars just seem to attract certain characters, and that's how the stereotypes are created. And of course, this doesn't apply to every driver on the road, so don't get mad. Let's get right into the video. Number 1. Audi drivers. They tailgate people. Audi's aggressive styling, sporty character and high price tags tend to attract people with a huge sense of entitlement. Chances are when you see one in your rearview mirror, it'll probably be inches away from the rear of your car, flashing its headlights for you to move over. While a tailgating car will most likely be an Audi, not all Audi drivers are really that aggressive. Most of them prefer stealth nature of Audis, driving them like they'd drive any other car out there. Number 2. BMW drivers. They never use turn signals. This is probably the most popular car stereotype ever, and a punchline of many jokes. Is this stereotype true though? The reason behind this stereotype might actually surprise some of you, as the problem could actually lie with the car rather than the drivers. What most people don't know is that BMW indicators are some of the worst out there on the market, which is really strange for a German car. Whilst most indicator stalks click down and up, the BMW stalk always goes back to the same position, often leading to drivers just giving up on using them at all. Of course, a lot of drivers actually enjoy keeping up the stereotype, or they're too lazy to make that one move and indicate their direction, but there's at least some explanation for it. Number 3. Peugeot drivers. Slow coaches. It'll be hard to explain this to anybody from America, but in Europe, Peugeot drivers are usually considered painfully slow. Whenever you see a car driving way slower than the speed limit, especially on an open road, it'll likely be a Peugeot. The thing with Peugeot is that it's a company which oriented itself on producing city and family cars, forgetting their recent go-fast past. This stereotype is kinda true, because Peugeot has recently ditched most of the fun cars from their lineup. Unfortunately, this caused many people with no interest in cars at all to buy Peugeots and to drive them slowly. With the 208 GTI putting Peugeot back on the hot hatch map, this stereotype has its exceptions though, but one fast car is not enough for it to disappear. Number 4. Honda drivers. Racers. With the increased popularity of the Fast and Furious franchise, many enthusiasts who grew up watching these movies in the early 2000s started modifying their cars. That's when the term racer was coined, and it was usually attributed to Honda drivers who gave their cars lots of look-fast features without any of the go-fast modifications that actually improved the car. While that was true to a certain extent, many cars from other brands also got racer treatment, and some Hondas packed serious mods which made them as fast as some German sports sedans or even Italian exotics. Despite the fact that the custom car scene got rid of the boy racer hype, Honda drivers are still plagued by this stereotype. Number 5. Miata drivers. Hairdressers. Small roadsters have gained a reputation for being a hairdresser's car, and as the most affordable and most common roadster on the market, the Miata is on the forefront of this stereotype. The truth is, however, completely different. Since Miatas offer endless fun for an affordable price, they've become more and more sought after with enthusiasts on a budget, amateur racers, and people who just want a fun car that doesn't break the bank. But how did this stereotype come to be? Well, small, stylish cars are stereotypically favored by hairdressers or people of similar professions. But the Miata is actually way more about substance than style. They may have bought them brand new perhaps, but we have to thank them for buying so many, as now we have an abundant and affordable used market. The memes are still fun, but this stereotype is just without proper foundation. Number 6. Porsche drivers. Middle-aged blokes. For a long time, a 911 convertible has been considered an ultimate midlife crisis car, and it's the foundation for the stereotype that Porsches are being driven by middle-aged men exclusively. While that might still apply for the 911, other Porsches are enjoyed by much younger drivers, especially the Boxster and the Cayman, as well as the Macan crossover. In fact, even the 911s attract younger people, so it's time for this stereotype to end. Let's call it debunked. Number 7. Truck drivers. Rednecks. Okay, it's pretty hard to debunk this one, but not all truck drivers are really rednecks. Don't believe what you see in the muddy South, because truck drivers are the automotive backbone of America. They're popular throughout the country, used and enjoyed by people of all walks of life. A lot of luxury car owners also own a pickup truck for business purposes, or whenever they need to tow or carry a bigger load. The fact that Mercedes-Benz is entering the pickup truck game with the X-Class shows something about this class of vehicles and their universal appeal. Also, trucks are getting more popular in Europe too, so rednecks are slowly becoming a pickup driving minority. You'll still most likely see a redneck driving a truck, but you'll as easily see one driving any cheap car too. Number 8. Tesla drivers, geeks and nerds. With a super geeky CEO, a huge tablet on the dash, and with electric power, Tesla drivers are usually considered to be the ultimate automotive nerds. I can't help but feel the same too, but as with any other car brand, Tesla attracts many different customers. Some have bought a Tesla for zero emissions, some like its design, while some are all about mind-boggling performance. The stereotype comes from the fact that Tesla is doing great in California, where a lot of high-earning tech startups are. Bring on the Model 3 so we can all buy one. So, there you are. Am I wrong? Let me know in the comments below. I reply to everyone in the first 6 hours. Cheers!